Hi, Scott. I'm making this video to show you my portfolio and my vision site. Most importantly, my vision site this morning so that you see that I have extremely firm goals focused on my Salesforce career, focused on planning for my retirement, and that they are formalized and I refer to them most days. I'm in in one or both of these every day. It is often a couple of days between me being in the vision site and coming back to it. I'll come back to it a few times a week, not every day. So within the vision site, I have what's called personal sprints and Kanban. I know if you're on your phone, this is a little hard to see, but you can just listen to what I'm saying and you'll get the concept. It is a Kanban. You know how a Kanban works. It has the backlog, the sprint backlog, the priority and regular to-dos, and the done, or that's how mine is. These are personal sprints. So I've been living my life in 2 week sprints ever since January the 1st of 2024. I'm currently in sprint 10. The main goal for this sprint was to earn my Sales Cloud consultant cert last Friday, but I actually rescheduled that. So that is not achieved. But most of these goals will be achieved. In fact, down below, I moved them to an archive. And as I'm scrolling down the page, this is a little bit tiny, but I'll show you other things you can see. Just trust me on this, that I'm describing it sufficiently for you to understand the concept. In the archive, there's sprint 9 that ended, a week and a half ago. Here's sprint 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way back to January 1. And this is really rewarding for me because I can see what I've accomplished in my career search, in my career building, in my job search, and in my certification process. I mean, oil change is on there because that's a day trip to Nashville for me to get an oil change. My dealership is in another city. But regular everyday stuff like doing the laundry is not on here. This is career stuff, big scheduled stuff, going to the Talent Stacker event in Texas, that kind of thing. I have a celebrations page where I slide some of those items to when I'm done with them. So if I want to look at my certificate, if I want to see my 5-star ranger and be proud of myself, if I want to see my 2 top posts on LinkedIn where I actually met a lot of interesting people who were useful potentially to me in finding a job, then I've got those here. I've got clicked sprints, my best favorite videos that I've made, and diagrams and flows. Okay, going back, we have technology goals for 2024. Technology goals for 2024 have been like 2/3 already met, and this is only May. So I'm doing splendidly. You may or may not be able to see this small, that the number one goal is Dream Job Salesforce. And then right here at the top on the check boxes, that first one is not checked because it says secure a role as Salesforce professional. But underneath it, most of the boxes are checked because I've done the things I need to do to secure the role, if that makes sense. Okay, we have a vision statement here for my life and the process of how I arrived at it. We have KPIs, basically. It's called the OKR framework for the areas of my life. So focus on well-being, focus on home, focus on purpose, and then it cycles back to focus on well-being. I have 3 areas of my life in which I set goals. I have my financial planning until age 95 and my travel schedule as well until age 95 because I like to travel all around the world. I've been to Europe 3 times. 2 of those times were on my own. I've been across the country, this continent, at least a dozen times driving myself places, just national parks or moving, that kind of thing. So I travel a lot for a single woman, I travel a lot. Okay, I'm going to walk you over to my professional portfolio. It is Salesforce heavy, vastly Salesforce heavy. At the top is the resume, work history, references, letters of recommendation. And then there are 2 sister sections. One is Browse by Salesforce Project. The other is Browse by Salesforce Skill. So this second section, the Browse by Skill, is new. Last week or so, I broke down every project into its constituent components and slid them into this gallery by skill. So now if someone wants to know, does she know business analysis? They can see some of the skills of a business analyst. Yes, I have a credential in it, but do I have some practice in it? Yes, some of the skills, many of the skills. What about communication? And I took these out of Salesforce's, these skills are from Salesforce's thing called a admin skill kit. It's a very cool page, admin skill kit. I recommend it to everybody. And it is supposedly the skills that are desirable to be a Salesforce admin. And so communication, I have collaboration section, with both Talent Stacker and Empowerment Zone listed. Discussion, I have my favorite user adoption video, and I have a video that I made for an assignment in the partner learning camp. I have the proposal that I wrote for your grant here. It's anonymized. It says unnamed company internship. It does not say empowering our minds. It does not have your logo, your name, or anything. All of this stuff is anonymized, except for the clicked sprints, which are like fake clients. So I have stakeholder interview, a little sample of that, a sample of storytelling. And I know you care a lot about storytelling. I did a clicked sprint in that. You can look at process automation and see here the thing I made this morning, some super badges, some various projects and examples right there. And you can even click to another project page, which is called the 11 Flows project. So here is the 11 Flows project. It's got flows, code, snippets, formulas, all kinds of stuff, lots of documentation. Okay, I'm going to stop there. You see that I have concrete goals, that I work toward them every day, and that they are formalized, documented, and shared publicly. Both of these portfolios are available publicly on the web.